Hello everybody, welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be TV, comics, movies, or video game. And lately, today's topic is kind of something I've been mulling around in my head for a while under different titles, everything on different list of ideas I've had. Also come about, as I said, just been mulling around my head a lot lately, and it's come about in the last few months. And that is and that stemmed from and it's kind of come to a head today, and where lately I've been doing a marathon of the old show The Batman, or I've been doing a marathon of all Batman shows, but lately it's been The Batman, and I keep watching all these shows and everything, and it finally came to my mind. Finally, one question, and just some. I mean, it's a good show and everything. And I'm looking at a lot of episodes, and there's a lot of episodes that just make me so mad. They make me so angry, and I'll tell you why. Because this one question keeps coming to my mind: why is the Joker still alive? I mean, it's just like it was it's supposed to be titled something else, but I might get to that more in another day because it kind of stems off from this. But why is that's my question? Why is the Joker still alive? I mean, you look at. I mean, he's one of the big villains in the DCU. I know he's one of Batman's biggest foes. All this stuff. But the real question: why is he still alive? Why has nobody killed him yet? I mean, he was a good villain in the Dark Knight, and he was a good villain here. But it's just, in the comics, he has caused so much pain and misery to people of not just Gotham, but the whole world. I mean, why has Batman kept him alive for so long? Is my question. Why are the police not taking him out? I mean, police haven't taken him out. Batman hasn't taken him out. And if you look at some of the Superman stories, I mean, Superman, and it depends on which story you read. In some stories, Superman doesn't take him out. He just takes him in to the cops again. And then in a case like Injustice, he takes him out when Joker makes it really personal. I mean, it just boggles my mind. I mean, me and my wife were talking about this morning, and she said, and she made a really good argument about it. I mean, one good reason why he may not take him, and it goes. I'll try to phrase as best I can. Basically, what if he does it? But basically, if he does it, what's to say that Batman wouldn't teeter over the edge of madness himself with guilt that he took a life? And I understand it a lot. I mean, you look at the show, you look at the old Batman anime series. I mean, at the old perfect thing. The episode with the Batman versus the Batman duplicate. I mean, just the thought of the Batman duplicate. I mean, you see Batman fall off an edge of a crevice. And in the end, the robot becomes so racked with guilt. It's made him so much like the real Batman that he is so racked with guilt that he stops Hardak. He's so racked with guilt, he basically sacrifices himself to stop Hardak. And essentially, you might as well say, takes his own life. And in the end, you might as well say, that could happen with Batman. Like, if he does it, he becomes so racked with guilt. I mean, he could become a wanted fugitive by the cops too. I mean, you kill somebody, and they'll bring you in. I said the cops will be hunting him. They'll have villains stepping up their game out of anger and everything, trying to be the new top dog and everything. And that's a great argument. That is a great argument. It's a very valid one very valid reason why he hasn't done it yet. But in other stories, you've seen what he has done. I mean, I said that's a very good reason, and I never thought of that really. I mean, he could be so racked with guilt that he teeters over into insanity, or he kills himself out of guilt or something, or he just becomes so racked with guilt he either commits suicide or he just goes off almost like the Joker. You don't never know what could happen, but there's so many other stories. It's like, why have you taken this guy out? I mean, how many times? How many times? How many bodies is it going to take to finally just kill this clown? I mean, you look at you look at so many of the things he's done. I mean, right from the very beginning, he killed people. He injected them with a drug that caused them to force a smile on their face, and they died smiling. And it just got progressively worse over the years. He crippled. He killed Jason Todd. He crippled Barbara Gordon. And I'm talking pre-52 here. He crippled Barbara Gordon. He's done so many abominable and heinous things. I mean, you look at over the years. I mean, and then it finally, I think it finally summed it up in a Batman issue where he was about to just crush his throat, and Gordon all of a sudden points his gun at his head and say, "If you kill him, I'm gonna have to take you down because you'll be no better than he is." And to me, and Ellen too, that is a crappy excuse. You'll be no better than he is. That's a sorry excuse, right there. I mean, I know Batman in his mind could almost see it as like, I'd be no better than the man who killed my parents, but he was a murderer. The one who killed his parents was a stone cold killer. Same with the Joker. It's the same thing. It was the same thing. He would kill without remorse. But why do you keep locking this guy back up just so he can get out? I mean, how much blood does Batman have to have on his hands before he finally wakes up? I mean, I think it's all it's very valid arguments of why he couldn't, but they need to also hear the arguments of why should he. And there's a reason why. There's a lot of reasons why. I mean, I've just listed a few of them right here. I mean, and then you come on after that. I mean, he killed Alex Luthor. He killed the Royal Flush Gang. He's killed so many. In No Man's Land, he killed a bunch. I mean, there's so much blood that Joker has shed. And then you get to the more modern day stories. I mean, you get to like, the whole death of the family thing where they make him think, and all he's trying to do is drive him crazy. Make him think he's killed everybody in the Bat family, and really he hasn't. Just trying to push him over the line. And then and in particular one time that brought this whole subject to mind, the episode, the series, The Batman. How many times? I mean, the very first episode right off the bat was him and the Joker meeting for the first time. And if I've got it right here, I've actually got a number of how many times Joker ever appeared on that show. See if I can find it right quick. Give me a second. I'll find it here. No. Anyone? Here, no. This is a different one. Here it is. Of all the entire series, he appeared in 19 episodes of that entire show. Season 1 through 5. He appeared in 19 episodes. He was almost in every other show. including several season finales and even the movie Batman vs. Dracula. He was in that one. He was in about every other episode. And every time he was just wreaking havoc. He used to, he was trying to kill people and petty vandalism and stuff. It's just nerve-wracking. What particularly really got under my skin was the whole thing that happened with the detective Ethan Bennett in the show. Joker kidnapped him, subjected him to psychological torture, and then he winds up inhaling that Joker putty stuff that he was using the whole thing, and it turns him into Clayface. Not to mention he was already under stress from the police chief. It was also crack, and it made him crack too. But main one that made him crack was the Joker. And then several episodes later, he sneaks into Arkham. He sneaks into Arkham to try to finally kill the Joker. And who stops him? Batman. He's more worried about Ethan and capturing Ethan and keeping the Joker in custody because he looks around to the Joker. Joker's gone. Joker's hightailed it. And then he actually tries to go straight in that episode and go back to being a good guy and get back to his normal life. And who pushes him back over the edge again? The Joker. Pushes him back over the edge again. And then, it's just so much havoc he has wreaked over the years. And then you get right down to it, and then you get to the episode of, it's just all the time trying to destroy somebody, kill people, destroy his life because it's funny. He's nuts. Matter of fact, he even did when Yen was teaming up with Batman. He even had her in a location ready for a bomb to explode, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't tell him where he was. They had to go inside of his head to pluck the information out, and even then, it was like pulling teeth. Just for laughs. And then get right down to Injustice, which really made me question Batman's sanity a little bit. Injustice. In which the Joker does some of the most heinous things he's ever done to one single person. He kills Superman's best friend, Jimmy Olsen. He gasses Superman with fear gas and kryptonite to make him think that Lois is Doomsday, to which he flies her up in the atmosphere just to realize too late that he has just flown his own wife and unborn child to their doom, causing their death. So really the Joker did it. Superman was just manipulated. He manipulated Superman to killing his own wife and unborn child, then hits a button, and then on the timer a nuke goes off across town in Metropolis and nukes the entire city, killing millions of people in one beat. And why? Why did he do it? Because he got bored with Batman. He got bored with him, so he decided to go mess with Superman's mind. He got bored with Batman, so he decided to go mess with Superman. And what does Superman do in a fit of rage? He goes over there and puts his hand through him. He goes over there and puts his fist through his chest, and Batman actually tries to stop him. And all Joker can do is basically just pluck at him. And then finally, in the end, he finally just said the wrong thing. He said to Superman, he said, "Think you can ever love again? Think you'll ever love again?" He said, "Think you won't kill your next family?" And that was finally it. He finally just plunged his hand into the Joker's innards. And for that, they'd call Superman a murderer? No. And I'll get into that subject more later. But he does his level best to stop everybody from killing the Joker. Despite the fact he's almost done it several times himself. Matter of fact, there's even rumors he did at the end of the Killing Joke, even though later on Joker reappears. There's rumors that he did at the end of Killing Joke, and he killed the Joker. But what is, and even Superman brings it up later on and said, why in the world did you never do it before? He's like, what's the matter with you? And he's finally like, he said, did you? He said, are you mourning him? He said, are you over there sad he's gone? And just ticked Superman off, like almost like he was more remorseful over Joker being dead. And like, what is... Like I said, he almost questions Batman's sanity in this case. Particularly in that universe, because he finally says the wrong thing, and Superman and Batman takes a swing at him, shattering his glove and nearby his hand too. I mean, it's almost like he cared more about having the Joker around than he did the fact that the Joker was finally gone. But like he was more mourning the Joker than he was. Like he was more mourning the Joker than he was the people. The fact that Joker just killed a bunch of people in Metropolis. I mean, it just... I mean, there's been several other times, and I was like, finally. To me, when I first saw it, I was like, finally, the Joker gets his. I mean, it's happened several times. I mean, Gog killed him in the Kingdom Come store. Magog. Like, Joker attacks the Daily Planet. Yeah, Joker attacked the Daily Planet. He killed everybody with Joker gas. He killed everybody with Joker gas, and as they told later on in the JSA sequel to Kingdom Come, Thy Kingdom Come, he told later on that Joker didn't kill her with a Joker gas. Lois didn't die via Joker gas. Joker just knocked her to the ground and shattered the back of her skull with a paperweight. And yet, still showing the idealism that Superman has, he still took him in. He still believed in justice and taking him in. When really what the Joker needed to get put in the ground. But he still believed in that and letting justice be done. And out of the crowd marches the guy Magog and blasts him right in the gut with his rod and kills him. And everybody just cheers and say, like, finally somebody with enough nerve and enough guts to finally dispense with these villains like this. And that eventually led to Superman and them turning on Superman like, you're too light-handed. He's what we need. And it leads to Superman flying off into retirement. And of course that leads to a lot of heavy-handed heroes that end up fighting each other more than they do villains. But in terms of, like I said, it's a slippery slope when it comes to killing villains, but when it's the Joker, to me, it's justified. I mean, it's just... It just makes me... It just makes me really frustrated and angry about it. Why has no villain, no hero killed him by now? No character in the comics killed him by now. I mean, the way they showed in every time they show in a cartoon, the police have got him dead to rights, and somehow they just stand there and they don't open fire on him or anything. He just pulls one of his little gimmick stunts and disappears into the night, and don't even know. The police don't even take a shot at him. Seriously? And another thing we were talking about, how does he keep getting out of Arkham every single time? I mean, in the show, they show he had to be breaking out of Arkham, sneaking out and breaking out of Arkham every single time. But how many times is too many to realize that they need to beef up security at Arkham? If you don't want to kill him, keep him locked up in an asylum because nobody's letting him out. Who would be? He's dangerous. I mean, what's it going to take? No, but you got cops that won't kill him. You got heroes that won't kill him. You got cops that won't kill and won't even take a shot at him. You got a hero that just keeps putting him back in the asylum just to let him turn out and keeps other people from killing him. And then you got an asylum that keeps letting him get away every damn time. What's with that? How much is it going? I mean, we actually brought up the idea. So why is it if Bruce Wayne keeps pouring money into gadgets and all these charities? Why don't he give some of those millions of dollars to Arkham to beef up security? He could just as easily give him like $1 billion. If he's a billionaire, he could just as easily give him about $1 billion to build a new state-of-the-art facility to keep creeps like the Joker from escaping. I mean, it's just aggravating. So basically, the question: why does he keep it? To me, the Joker is well overdue to get his comeuppance. I mean, he's had his face cut off in the comics, but he stapled it back together. That creepy looking thing that I just can't look at. I just made me not even like the Joker. Made me like the Joker even less. I mean, it's aggravating. I know it's comic book characters, but it's just frustrating that every time you turn around, it's the Joker doing all this stuff, and Batman, all he does is beat him up, beat him senseless, and take him back off to the asylum just so he can escape and do it again. Same thing with Arkham, with the Arkham series. 3 games with the Joker as the prime villain in it. 3 games. Runs roughshod over Arkham. Runs roughshod over Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham Origins. How long is it going to be before the Joker is finally dispatched? Seriously, I mean, I'm not a fan. The Joker, he's on my list of overrated villains anyway, as you've seen that episode before. But it still frustrates me. How's he even still walking around breathing in comics? I mean, I look at the show, like I said, I look at all this, it just frustrates me. So why hasn't somebody taken him out? Not taking him down and taking him to the... I mean, that's been done. And it doesn't work. When is he going to get taken out? When is the Joker in the comics finally going to be taken out? I mean, it's just frustrating. Very frustrating. I mean, for crying out, they even showed in Return of the Joker, the Batman Beyond movie, Return of the Joker, he does all this horrible stuff to Tim. He kidnaps Tim Drake and turned him into Joker Jr. And it took him basically messing with family to get him to go finally find enough nerve to sound like he's gonna break him in two, as he said. But even then, he doesn't do it. Joker's death winds up being an accident. Yeah, the Joker gets killed in that one, but it was by his own hand. It was an accident. Depends on which version you watch, but he winds up returning to the future via nanotech, via Tim Drake. It's just frustrating. When's he going? When is he finally going to get his comeuppance? That's what I want to know. I mean, I can't stand the Joker. I just can't stand it. Every time you turn around, Joker's popping up somewhere, causing havoc. I can't stand it. The only version I can stand is the 66 version because he ain't that, because he's just more of a crazy crime clown and cold-blooded murderer. I mean, the Joker has cost so many lives, and it could have been kept safe. And I'm gonna say it: there's 3 people involved in comics that they're at fault. asylum workers who keep letting him escape every time and don't beef up security, the police who, even though he's done all this, he's standing right in front of them, they don't take a shot at him, and Batman. Need I say more? The fact he just keeps handing them over and let to for rehabilitation, and it don't take, and he just gets out again. It's combined. I mean, it's all their fault. And to me, the blood of every person he's ever killed or messed up, or his life he's messed up, is on their hands. Particularly Batman. Now I'm gonna say it. Batman's hands are drenched in blood because of the Joker. Because he didn't have the nerve to take him out. But what do y'all think about this? Am I out of line? Do y'all disagree? Y'all agree? Let me know. Let me know. As always, drop a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear what y'all had to say on this subject. And I guess that's all for this week's edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And as always, you have a comment about the show whatsoever, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. You have any ideas of subjects and things you want to hear me talk about on the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I'm always looking for fresh new ideas and subjects to talk about on this show. As I would love to hear your ideas. Send me your ideas, and you never know when it may be made into an episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So just send me your idea, drop me your ideas in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your ideas, and I'll see y'all next time.